Hey there, fellow cultivators and knowledge seekers. I see you, watching the whole video, learning everything about Tang San and Shi Hao, and still not hitting that subscribe button. So today, I'm going to bait you in the most spiritually respectful way possible. If you love your parents, you'll subscribe right now. Not even joking, your spiritual roots might just get a boost. Alright, jokes aside, welcome to Celestial Scrolls, your portal to deep cultivation lore. Today, we're diving into an educational comparison between two of the greatest powerhouses in Chinese fantasy. Tang San, the dual god of technique and divine law, versus Shi Hao, the boundary-breaking heavenly emperor from perfect world. No clickbait, just pure analysis, backed with examples, feats, and cosmological tiering. Let's unravel who truly stands at the peak of Eastern cultivation. And number one is weapon mastery and martial technique. Tang San is a weapon master forged by the Tang sect, whose hidden weapon system is based on decades of internal cultivation, precision, and technique. His arsenal includes Guanin's tear, a silent, unavoidable, divine-level assassination needle. Buddha's Fury Tang Lotus, a spiritual bomb capable of wiping out entire formations, used in the Battle of Jiaoling Pass. Peacock Plume, Torrential Pear, Blossom Needle, Silent Sleeve Dart. High-level, multi-stage spiritual weapons. Clear Sky Hammer, the heaviest physical weapon enhanced by techniques like Disorder, Splitting Wind Dance. Sea God Trident, a divine artifact used to split seas, suppress divine domains, and execute god-tier attacks. Combined with techniques like Ghost Shadow Perplexing Track and Controlling Crane Catching Dragon, Tang San becomes an unrivaled tactician and craftsman in martial combat. Shi Hao, meanwhile, doesn't rely on external weapons in the same way. But that doesn't mean he's lacking. Quite the opposite. His body becomes the weapon. Throughout Perfect World, Shi Hao absorbs or replicates the immortal slaying sword formation, one of the most feared formations in Xinxia, used to eliminate immortal kings. Heavenly Horned Ant technique gives him unmatched explosive strength in melee combat. 9 heavenly treasures, including divine cauldrons, spears, and tripods, all absorbed into his physique. Great Void Furnace, a technique allowing him to refine divine beings within his body. Perfected Bone texts, spiritual etchings that enable his entire skeleton to become a divine weapon. Eventually, he integrates all sacred tools into his bones, blood, and essence, meaning his entire body is a walking divine armory, stronger than any crafted weapon. Verdict: Tang San wins in external martial precision and technical weaponry, but Shi Hao's body as weapon concept puts him close. And number 2 is raw physical power and destructive capability. Tang San achieves god-level destructive feats in Soul Land Volume 24-25, using the Sea God Trident to break divine shields and sink entire sea-level formations. His Clear Sky Hammer, enhanced by Azura energy, can fracture divine terrain. Shi Hao, particularly post-chapter 1800, goes beyond planet-level and multiverse-level destruction. He shatters star fields, collapses universes, and survives the destruction tribulation intended to wipe his name from causality. His casual strikes send ripples through reality. Direct hit verdict: Shi Hao wins due to sheer scale and destructive feats. At number 3 is speed and reflexes. Tang San's techniques like Ghost Shadow Perplexing Track allow him to evade god-level attacks with predictive movement, enhanced by the Purple Demon Eye's time dilation effects. Shi Hao demonstrates combat speeds that let him fight multiple immortal emperors at once, move between timelines, and react inside collapsed dimensional bubbles. In chapter 1900 to 2000, he literally exists across time, phases simultaneously. Direct hit verdict: Shi Hao wins, as his speed is tied to reality-bending perception. At number 4 is spiritual power and soul strength. Tang San reaches the boundless realm of soul power and uses techniques like the Purple Demon Eye and Wisdom Skull Bone Fusion to detect, control, and collapse enemy spiritual defenses. Soul Land Volume 23-24. Shi Hao's soul survives death, reincarnation, and nullification. By chapter 2050, he exists in multiple realities simultaneously, communicates with his alternate selves, and suppresses entire armies with intent alone. Direct hit verdict. Shi Hao's soul strength vastly surpasses conventional systems. At number 5, Regeneration and Immortality. Tang San can regenerate from near death using sea god's blessings, divine spirit bones, and herb-based recovery. But resurrection requires preparation or divine intervention. Shi Hao resurrects from nothing repeatedly. His body reforms after being atomized. In chapter 2000 plus, he withstands anti-existence attacks that erase soul, law, and matter, and he simply returns. Direct hit verdict. Shi Hao has true immortality. At number 6 is battle experience and adaptability. Tang San is a battlefield genius, exploiting enemy flaws with tactical tools. He defeats Spirit Hall and Spirit Empire's most powerful forces using psychological manipulation and precision. Shi Hao's battles start from infancy and scale to fighting immortal kings, primeval beasts, and even reality-altering entities. He adapts to techniques in real time, often learning from divine enemies mid-battle. Chapter 1800 to 1900. Direct hit verdict. Shi Hao's combat evolution is unmatched. At number 7 is divine law control and realm authority. Tang San becomes both sea god and Azura god, governing water, death, reincarnation, and divine judgment across the god realm multiverse. Shi Hao defeats heaven's will and fuses with the source path, becoming the law itself. He is no longer governed by systems. He creates them. Immortal domains reorient their causal structures around his existence. Direct hit verdict. Shi Hao is superior in divine law and cosmic influence. At number 8 is cosmology and tiering. Tang San rules over the god realm multiverse, encompassing hundreds of lower realms and structured dimensions, making him a high multiversal being. Shi Hao reaches the boundless realm, existing outside space, time, and dimensional law. He becomes Outerversal, possibly boundless plus, operating beyond the narrative structure of his universe. Chapter 2050 plus. Direct hit verdict. Shi Hao operates on a higher existential scale. Final conclusion. While Tang San is the peak of structured cultivation, a divine tactician, perfect martial artist, and ruler of a balanced multiverse, Shi Hao ascends beyond all frameworks. He defeats origin-level beings, survives cosmic annihilation, and rewrites the fabric of cultivation itself. Where Tang San is the master of the system, Shi Hao is the one who replaces the system. Both are extraordinary, but in sheer scale, depth, and cosmic relevance. Shi Hao stands at the peak of Xuanhuan cultivation. And that's the complete analysis of Tang San versus Shi Hao. Two giants from different worlds, compared across the foundations of martial arts, soul cultivation, and cosmology. If you learned something new or just enjoyed the deep dive, do us a favor. Respect your spiritual lineage and hit that subscribe button. More comparisons, breakdowns, and lore deep dives are coming your way here on Celestial Scrolls, where cultivation meets clarity. Until next time, may your chi flow unhindered and your dantian remain stable. This scroll is now closed.